but now that you're the chancellor, you might want to read it. It's called the Amsterdam News. And let's look at the headline. It says education war, because that's what's going on here. And this is a war to defend public education. This is a war about class. This is a war about race. And I've come here for a couple of reasons tonight. The first is to oppose these so-called co-locations in the public schools. They're not co-locations. These are charter invasions. And one thing we know is that separate is not equal. What's going on here is educational colonialism, because where are they doing this? In Brooklyn. Where are they doing this? In the Bronx. You don't see this going on the Upper East Side. You don't see this going on in Staten Island. Secondly, I've come here to oppose this incessant closing of the high schools such as Norman Thomas, Robeson, Jamaica, Beachtown, Columbus, Kennedy. High schools, we go back decades and decades with links to the community and links to the teachers and the students, and you want to close it down because you want to close down these students and you want to break the union at these schools. And finally, I would like to speak against, because I am insulted by your victimization of the ATRs. These ATRs, and there are now more than 1,800 teachers, excellent teachers, S-rated teachers, if you know what that means. All satisfactory-rated teachers who are dedicated teachers who've been driven out of their classrooms. Why? Because they are union conscious, because they won't let themselves get pushed around, because they stand up for their kids and their rights, and because you're trying to make a temp labor force who stay for 2 years. So we need to mobilize ourselves, teachers, parents, students, all school workers in a powerful mobilization, and we need a class struggle workers' party
that showed up constantly late to work. A principal that bullied parents and staff to give her high marks in safety. A principal that hired 4 assistant principals with a building of 900 students. And finally, a principal that had no safety plan in place, jeopardizing the children and the staff. I think everyone knows the answer is no to that. You would not hire that principal. Yet, it has come to our attention that our former...
Can you wrap up, please?
A political issue. That the Democrats and Republicans both represent the corporations and both want to bring in charter schools and subjugate education to the interest of the corporation. And what this requires is a new working class party and new working class organizations to fight them. The UFT backs the Democrats. What we need is an independent mass socialist party, one that will be willing to tax millionaires like Kathleen Black. We need to tax millionaires. We need to end the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. There's money to build. There's money for the wars and there's money to bail out the banks, but there's no money for education. That's ridiculous. These are what we need. And to build independent rank and file committees, to unite teachers and students in this struggle, to build action committees. I encourage everybody to consider joining the Socialist Equality Party, for students to set up International Students for Social Equality, ISSE clubs at their schools, to become educated in the political issues, because these are fundamentally political attacks that will not only affect them as students, but will affect them after they graduate, when it affects whether they go to college or whether they get a job. These are what the Socialist Equality Party fights for. This is what the International Students for Social Equality fight for. We need to fight for these things and defend democratic rights, defend workers' rights, and defend the rights of citizens. Thank you.
Your time is running. You should start speaking.
What are you teaching the kids? He's rude. We don't teach the kids, but this is what you guys are teaching the kids. He's not listening to a word I'm saying. Okay, I will speak. Miss Black probably doesn't know how things work around here. She should probably bring a pillow when she comes to PEP meetings. They last a long time. Especially the one on February 1st. We'll be here to 3 a.m. You'll have lines of people telling you not to close the school, and you're going to do it anyway. The second thing you should learn is that the PEP is a joke. There is no if, there is only a when. So nothing is, if this happens, it's all been decided. That's the second thing you should learn. Bring your pillow, I said that. We're going to bring our puppets because that's what we like to do. Last year, the puppet presentation, we missed it. It was great. When I get ATR'd, if you close Jamaica, I've been there for 15 years. It's a great school. I'm old and moldy now, though, according to you, because I've been there for 15 years. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'd like to apply. I just started the Department of Space Planning. That sounds like a good job. I'd like to do that. So I'm basically saying that Jamaica's a great place. You're going to close us for the second time. We're going to sue you for the second time. We're going to stay open. We just don't understand why when you get thousands of people who say don't close us and not one who says close us, why you continue to put us through this garbage that you put us through. It's really disgusting. We're the people on the front lines. Maybe one of you can come and teach my second period class and tell me obviously what I'm doing wrong. I'd love for you to come in and do a lesson for me and show me what we're doing wrong, because obviously you guys know better than we do. Thank you.
Yes, I'm deferring my time to Mr. Ashad.
Right.
You're going to close shortly. Here we go.
Here we go.
You close the schools at the drop of a hat.
Need to give him a beat. They need to. Yeah, there you go. Give him a beat. Yeah, give them a beat.
Speakers,